Hello. I've been down to the garden centre to buy some bulbs. A basket full of beautiful bulbs. Beach. Bicycles. What else can you see that starts with the same sound? What will these bulbs be? When they grow, we'll see. Hyacinths tall or crocuses small. What will these bulbs be? You could try growing some flowers.
If you really want to know just what you want to grow, do you know the place to go? If the answer to our questions no, may we present her garden center, and you'll see roses of every shape and size, a feast of color before your eyes, and there are creepers crawling through the skies. And hey, busy lady, you make me feel so dizzy. And there are plants in beds and shrubs in tubs. Now it's ready, steady, grow, plant,
We decided to try and grow the biggest pumpkin.
Go around here.
We went into the greenhouse where seeds are planted.
Hello, children. My name is Bernard. Does anybody know what that is?
No.
Well, that is a pumpkin seed. And I'm going to show you all how to plant one. Okay?
To sow the seed, we had a pot. And then we filled it right to the top with compost. We then made a hole with our finger deep into the middle of the pot. We put the seed into the hole with the pointed end down. And then we covered it up with compost. The seeds need water to grow. Back at school, we put our pots on the windowsill. It's a good place to keep the seeds warm and to give them plenty of light. 2 weeks later, and the seed had germinated. 4 weeks later, the seed had grown into a small plant. When the plant had 5 leaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it was strong enough to plant outside. We dug a hole a little bit bigger than the pot. Then we put the plant in and put the soil around it. And we didn't forget the water. Now all we had to do was wait.
And 3 months later, the pumpkin had finished growing. How big did it grow? Hello? weigh?
79 kilos. That's as much as the beavers together.
It's very heavy, isn't it? How long did it take to grow?
4 months.
What's he going to do with it now?
Make some pumpkin pies out of it.
Oh, what a good idea. How many pumpkin pies do you think it'll make?
One very big one.
I think you're right. And all from one tiny seed. It's a bit like the beans in our story today.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Once there was a boy called Jack who lived with his mother. They were very poor. The only money they had came from selling milk from their cow. One day, the cow stopped giving milk. Jack, what are we gonna do? I'll sell her at the market, Mum, and then we can buy some food. Good idea, Jack. So, Jack set off for the market with the cow. On the way, they met a man. Hello, that's a lovely looking cow. Where are you taking her? To sell her at the market. You don't want to go all that way with the cow. I'll swap these magic beans for your cow. If you plant them at night, they'll grow right up into the sky by morning. Oh, really? Thank you. Jack handed over the cow, took the beans, and ran home. Hey, Mum, look what I've got. Some money, I hope. No, these. He showed her the magic beans. What? 5 mouldy old beans? Are you mad, Jack? They won't buy us food. With that, his mother snatched the beans from Jack's hand and threw them out of the window. That night, the beans grew into a beanstalk that grew and grew and grew. The next morning, Jack woke up and went to his window. Wow! The magic beans worked! I'm going to climb to the top of the beanstalk. He rushed out into the garden and started to climb. Eventually, he reached the top, where he saw a castle in the distance. Jack went towards the castle. He pushed the creaking door open and tiptoed inside. On the table was a huge plate of food. I'm sure no one would miss a small slice of sausage. Yummy! Jack cut off some sausage and started to eat. Suddenly, the room began to shake. Jack ran to hide in a cupboard as a giant came into the kitchen.
Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
The giant sat at the table and started to eat his breakfast.
Someone's been eating my sausages.
Jack peered nervously out of the cupboard. Oh dear! The giant went on eating, growling at the same time. When he'd finished, he looked up and said,
Now, where's my hen that lays the golden eggs?
A hen scurried out of a cupboard.
Laid!
Jack looked on in amazement as the hen laid a golden egg. The giant picked up the egg, chuckling. Then he settled down for a nap. Those golden eggs would solve all our problems. Maybe if I'm quick, I can take it. He snatched the hen. Clack! The giant woke up and noticed the hen had gone.
Whoa, what was that? Where's my hen?
Jack ran out of the door with the hen, but the giant ran after him.
Whoa.
Jack reached the top of the beanstalk and started to climb down. He could hear the giant coming down behind him.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
Finally, Jack fell from the bottom of the beanstalk into his garden. What's going on, Jack? Mum, I must chop the beanstalk down. Jack hacked at the beanstalk. The beanstalk came toppling down, with the giant tumbling after it. Hooray! Hooray! Clack! Jack and his mother stared at the hen and then hugged each other. Clack! I hope my bulbs don't grow that tall. Here are some more beans. Wait and see what happens to these. Beans. Bouncing beans. Bumping beans. Balancing beans. Baked beans. Bouncing beans. Both these words start with the same letter. Watch how Magic Pencil writes it. Top to bottom, up and all the way round. Top to bottom, up and all the way round. Top to bottom, up and all the way round. Top to bottom, up and all the way round. Top to bottom, up and all the way round. Top to bottom, up and all the way round. Beans!
Butter beans. Rennet beans.
Coffee beans.
Black-eyed beans.
Bean sprouts.
Kidney beans. Raw beans. French beans.
Baked beans. Bye! If